Alright guys, so I'm going to give you an update on where we are with this BM, and I'm sorry I'm not able to give you a proper video in terms of actual build content, but I need to kind of explain what's happening with this car so that you can understand exactly where we're going. So that's what we're going to kind of do, and then I'm going to fill you in on all of the rest of the stuff that's happening here, so stay with us. Alright, so in my last video I kind of explained what I am going to do with the BMW and where are we going to with this Frankenstein M42 monster. And essentially what we are doing is we are going to go dry sump on this car. But unfortunately, to do that there's a lot of preparation that needs to happen, and there's a lot of engineering involved in going for such a solution. And what does that mean? Well, that means that how I explained it last time, there's going to be an external tank, and there's going to be a different kind of oil pan and a lot of other changes and lots of piping changes and all that good stuff. So what I've been doing in the meantime is I have been parts collecting. Now I don't want to start stripping and get too ahead of the curve before I am able to actually get all the parts, because there's a lot of work that needs to happen in the meantime, because I actually want to try and hit everything at once, you know. But let me share with you my thoughts. So at the moment I was hoping to try and get the dry sump tank in here somewhere, and that means moving this bottle and moving this. This is a catch tank. At some point I'm going to build an airbox for here. I need to do that to manage the intake air temperature. That's really important on a high compression engine, just like it is on a turbo engine. So I have to take that all into account. But the biggest changes are going to be on the sump at the bottom. And then obviously we're running a different oil pump, which will slot in somewhere down the bottom there. But then also our line sizes are going to change to and from the oil cooler. This is AN8. I think we're going to go to AN10 just for a higher flow. So that has to all change. All the fittings have to change. The remote oil filter will stay the same, but the fittings will change. And then of course the oil pump will be buried all the way down the bottom there. The biggest thing, like I say, is the sump, and let me show you what we're doing. If you want to see some more of this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Just click on the subscribe button, hit the bell, and you're good to go. So here I have the my spare M42 block on the engine stand, and this old sump. Now this is the same sump that is in the car at the moment, and what we are going to do is basically modify this sump, and this is pretty much the angle of the engine, obviously upside down, but we are going to modify this sump to work. Let me show you. So the engine sits over at more or less this angle, and what we're going to do is change this sump to basically accommodate a galley over here. So we might keep this section, we'll chop out this whole box and basically put in a little box here that's going to run down, and then it's going to have two scavenge tubes in over there, which will go off to the pump. Actually, sorry, we won't put the box this side, we'll put the box this side, which means we'll kind of bolt it out like that, and then up, and then it'll kind of fit up like that, so that the scavenge lines will come up, and then the pump is going to be situated here under the alternator. So in order to do that, I'm going to use this sump and basically chop it up, and I haven't started with that process because I wanted to get the pump first, and yeah, kind of work with that, but I really don't need that. But what it does mean is it means some careful measurements along here, looking at it, identifying the route, marking, thinking about it, and then also drawing it up in CAD as to what am I going to bend up and how is it all going to look. So I've put that on the stand for the meantime, but I haven't started with it. And I haven't started with it because I don't have enough of the parts, and also I just haven't had the time to get there. Why haven't I had the time? Because I've been busy with client cars. Now, because I have to pay bills and I need to pay for this place somehow and keep the channel running and everything, I need to generate income. And at the moment, what I'm doing is we are helping clients with their cars. We assisting Basile Classics with some of their classics, and the Renault, the Silver Clio, has been sold, so I've been working to get that out because we did a power steering upgrade on that, and so on and so on. So, but let's give you an update of where we are. So in this Fiesta, if you follow me on Instagram or you saw my YouTube short video, I managed to get this car started. Oh, this is the moment of truth. Oh my word. Sprayed a bit of brake cleaner in. Good old Ravidal. But we got it going. Yeah. So what it needs now really is it just needs time. Now it took me about 8 hours to actually get this thing started. Now this was an import engine I got, or a junkyard engine, and it started, but there's some challenges. So we need to figure out why it's not running well. And there's a leak in the fuel tank, so we need to fix that, and then figure out, yeah, why is it not idling, and all of those good things. So all those challenges we still need to overcome, but it is a lot closer. And again, like I say, it's just time. In terms of the BM, the 4-cylinder, I plan on racing this car. I would love to race it for the last 2 races, the series of the season, rather, the BMW season. So that's October, November. And what's holding me back a lot on this is just finances, because this car, this upgrade is going to cost a lot of money. So really, I've put down a deposit for the pump and the tank. I managed to get a pump and a tank, but it's a lot of money, like I say. So if you're keen to get involved, to offer some sponsorship, I'm more than willing to accept. And yeah, it'll be great if you can in any way. That'll be wonderful. But yeah, so we're a bit budget constrained on this. Chasing finances. On this car, I have the engine. I have all of the bits. Now, I know we said we're going to put the standard 330 back in here, the E46 M42B21, but we've changed our minds again. So my old M52B21 that came out of this car is on the shelves, and it is ready to be assembled. So that was stripped down because it dropped a valve. Basically it got over revved, and it just dropped a valve. The piston hit the valve, and catastrophe. So that's all been fixed, and I need to assemble that so that can go in this car. So again, time. So that's what's happening with the Silver Fox. The shocks are finished. They are with Ashley at Coney. I need to get those. As you can see, the Golf. This Golf is named, this is a Golf 1. It's named the Monster. Okay. There's a lot of detail to this car, and I'm going to do a full episode on this car. But I'm helping a client with this, and we're doing some fixes and some upgrades and that on this car. So like I said, I'm going to do a whole video on this thing. This thing is insane. It is really insane. If you are in the Johannesburg area, you will know that this is one of the fastest Golfs in South Africa around the track. So super quick car. Then I have this car, which is also one of my clients. It is a E36, started off life as a 328i, and it now has a modified M42B21. It has M3 throttle bodies and similar setup to my M42B21. So similar compression, same cams. This is going to be a good engine. The injectors were cleaned, so I've got it started. The injectors were cleaned. I've just rebuilt it, but I think there's residue in the injectors because it's misfiring on idle, so I need to figure that out. But that's what I've been spending a lot of my time on, is trying to get this thing going. Then we have this. So now this is a BMW F20 118. My friend and I, we bought this on an auction, believe it or not. And this car is, the engine is out. It has no engine. Why? Because the engine, when we got it, it was smoking and it was in limp mode, and the idea initially was to buy it, fix it, sell it, but turns out the engine was a bit stuffed, so we wouldn't really make our money on the car. So I've decided to keep it, and it is going to become my runabout car, so my mileage mule. So I'm in the throes of rebuilding that engine. That is, all the bits are at the machine shop. So that is a good old N13. Which a lot of people hate, but anyway, yeah, so that's that. So that is kind of where we are now. There is another engine here which I'm not going to show you. That is on a future project. That is going to be the biggest build I've undertaken yet. But again, we are part collecting, and I don't want to get started on the project too early because, you know, I don't want it to drag out. But this is, in terms of engineering, in terms of build, in terms of everything, this is the biggest project I've undertaken. So I'm very excited about that. But like I say, we are busy parts collecting. We're busy with the biggest challenge is the gearbox solution for that, the drivetrain, sorting out the drivetrain. So yeah, there's some awesome stuff to come on that. And this little puppy, yeah, this is a little buggy I bought for my kids. So oh, it's a cool little thing we're gonna fix up as well. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. And like I say, on this on the M42B21 monster, well, the Frankenstein, there is a lot of work that needs to happen, but also a lot of parts collecting that needs to happen, and a lot of planning. I'm also going to do a couple of awesome upgrades to it. So unfortunately, if you're budget limited, you know, you can't just go and order a whole bunch of parts and all the stuff arrives and, you know, get started on it. It's just not how it works. So that's where we are. I'm happy with what we've achieved. But I'm not happy with all the progress because there's, you know, it's just me and a couple of guys that help me on and off, and so it is what it is, you know. But these are the realities of running an automotive YouTube channel. So hopefully we can get a lot of these projects finished. I'm super keen to do the video on the Golf. That is going to be awesome. But there's work we need to get done there. That it's the turbo, it was smoking, and I checked out the turbo, and so there's a Garrett ball bearing turbo, so the bearings had I think they've worn out. I'm not that familiar with the ball bearing turbo, but it was leaking oil out of the turbo, so I imagine the bearings are gone, whatever. So that's getting sorted out now, and then we're also going to do some Cerakoting on a bunch of the bits, just for heat management. And there's a lot of cleanup it needs. It's a very cool car. It's got a lot of passionate hours have been put into that, but it needs a lot of just general maintenance. So that's how it is. In terms of the shop, we've done a lot of upgrades, but we are pretty full, as you can see at the moment. Like, it's insane. So there's a couple more upgrades I want to do, but again, financially limited. So that's how it goes, man. But damn, look at this thing. So sexy. I can't wait to share with you all of the awesome stuff I've got planned for this car. But anyway, that's going to be a wrap for this episode. Thank you. Hopefully next episode we can get some work done, and we'll start the process. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.